love it. And you guys are all worthy of all pathways to wealth, including those that you may not have thought possible, including the one that I discovered while the shutdown was happening, right? So, the Federal Reserve has claimed that there have been over 200,000 businesses that have been permanently closed post-pandemic. That's a lot of businesses, right? So during that time, I was driving through the city, right? I'm a New Yorker, so, you know, New York in the house? What's up, my people? All right, so I'm driving through the city, you know, on my way to work, and I noticed that there were no nail salons open, certain restaurants, and beauty supply stores. Now, if you know about New York, you know the kind of people who usually own those, right? So this happened halfway through 2021, right? So I'm noticing that, and I'm seeing that around them, there are certain businesses that have remained permanently closed or are struggling through. Now, I took note of that because it's crucial to understand that they were able to uproot their entire businesses, go to their countries, and then come back as if nothing had ever happened at all, right? Almost seamlessly. Now, I thought to myself, how come I can't do the same thing, right? How come we cannot do the same thing, and why not do it in real estate? Right? And the only reason that they were able to do that is because they have their financial foundation outside of the United States. Right? So hi, y'all. I am Queen, and I am here to talk to you guys about the 3 ways that you are missing out on money by not investing in international real estate. Now, this is me, right? This is me. 2018, I was able to pay off $50,000 worth of debt in 2.5 years and then purchase my condo all by myself 6 months later. Yeah, pretty cool, right? And then 3 years later, I was able to then take that money that I sold that condo and purchased my 1/8 of an acre in Kenya to build a 4-bedroom, 4-bath duplex 10 minutes from the beach so that I could use it for rental income. Right? Now, what is it that I am doing? I am building out what? That financial foundation, right? Because there is something very crucial that we can learn from that culture and that community that was able to uproot. They didn't leave all their eggs in one basket, right? Ooh. All right, so I want you guys to imagine, right? Imagine that you are taking a trip, right? And when we're taking a trip, we have to do what? Put our clothes in a basket, put our clothes in our luggage, right? Pack it all up. Now, there are different sizes of luggages, right? And so what I want you guys to think about is how we can compare that to rental income strategies. Y'all ready for that? Say yes, Queen, if you're ready for that. Yes, Queen. Y'all ready to learn a little bit more tonight? Say yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. All right. So the first one we are going to look at is the large bag, right? So think about this. Think about you are taking a very long journey. Now, this journey may be to Kenya because y'all might come visit me, right? While you're visiting me, you're going to need a large luggage, right? Because this is going to be, at the very least, a 2-week journey. But think about if you were going to stay for a little bit longer than that, possibly a year, right? Possibly. Just come with me a little ways, all right? Now, with a long-term rental strategy, this typically lasts a few years, right? 12 to 18 months, right? Any landlords in here? Any landlords? Yeah. Woo! Let me know if you are a landlord. Say yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes. I want y'all to be proud of that. What you mean? Be proud of that, all right? So think about this. If you took that long-term rental strategy international, you can actually rent out your units to an expat. Does anybody in here know what an expat is? Yes? Y'all know what to say. Yes, Queen. Yes. All right. So if you don't know what an expat is someone who leaves their native country and goes and lives elsewhere, right? So you know all of the people who have been gone saying, listen, America is ghetto, I got to get out of here, right? Those are expats. But the cool thing is a lot of them are still sustaining their U.S. money, right? They're working remote, they're entrepreneurs like you, and they are garnishing their money from the U.S. and bringing it into that country. Super cool, right? So if you're a landlord, you can actually rent to those expats. And guess what? You can charge them in U.S. dollars, right? Now, let's think about you're already in Kenya, you're having a great time, but you decide, I think I want to take a little trip over to the West Indies and head over to Barbados. Any Bajans? What? Say yes, Queen? Yes, Queen. Yes. What's up, my people? Y'all in here. I love it. So if you are going to the West Indies, you know you don't need that much, but sometimes you stay a little long. You stay a couple of months, right? We don't just dip out. We dip a little, we have a little bit of fun. So consider this. Consider thinking about that medium luggage as your midterm rental, right? So a midterm rental is super cool. It's a cross between a long-term rental and a short-term rental. We'll get to short-term in a second. Y'all know about it, but y'all don't know that y'all know about it. But a midterm usually lasts a couple of months. And what happens with this is the actual owner furnishes it and then has a renter come in for 3 to 6 months at a time. Any nurses in the audience? Say yes, Queen. Say it a little louder. Y'all not proud enough for me. Say yes, Queen. All right. Yes. So y'all know that y'all have travel nurses in your industry, correct? Yes. So you could actually have a corporate contract if you decide you're going to build out your property near a hospital, right? Because these travel nurses are going to need somewhere to live while they're doing their contract in the other country, correct? So if that's the case, then you can build out your midterm rental. You can have 3 to 6 months at a time, nurses coming in and out, in and out, in and out. But you are securing your rental income because it's a corporate contract. And I know how Speak Your Way to Cash loves some corporate contracts, right? Right? Say what? Yes, y'all getting it. All right. So now, let's think about the smaller bag. Okay? Now, this bag isn't that big. It's not going to fit a lot. So you decide, all right, I'm in the West Indies. I've been to Africa. I'm having a great time. But now I kind of miss my family. I want to go visit them, right? But you don't want to stay there because you done left America, right? You're like, ugh, I left America. So you're going to need this luggage to only carry a little bit of clothes. Just like a short-term rental. Short-term rentals are usually only provided for a couple of days at a time. Now, most of you know plenty of short-term rental platforms. The biggest one is Airbnb. Anybody know what Airbnb is in here? Yes, anybody stayed in an Airbnb here? Yes, all right, so y'all know that they rake in the dough, right? They make money hand over fist. Any travelers? Yes, y'all love to travel? Yes, all right, cool. So then you already know that somebody is going to come to that beach. They're going to go to the mountain. They're going to stay in the treehouse. Okay? Somebody is going to travel to that other country that you build out your short-term rental in, right? Let's say it's Kenya. Let's say it's Barbados. Wherever you decide to go, including your own home country, you will always have sustainable income because somebody is always traveling, right? As we heard today, y'all were the loudest in here. The travelers were the loudest in here, all right? So, there is one more income strategy that most people do not consider or think about at all. And if you want that rental income strategy, I want you to scan the QR code. All right, I know y'all used to this. Y'all been doing this all day. So you can actually get that bonus, and you can also get all 3 of the rental income strategies that I taught you here today. Now, I want to make absolutely clear. Although I sold my property, I believe in ownership. Generational wealth doesn't happen until the 3rd generation, until you have successfully multiplied yourself over and over and over again, right? And the way that we do that is by having these conversations. The way that we do that is by sharing this information. So I don't want you to keep this to yourself. I want you to share the wealth mindset. Right? Because now you have all been empowered to think about international real estate and building out your financial foundation outside of the United States. Have you guys all learned something here today? Now, I know y'all learned something here today. Oh, okay. I thought so. Now, one of the amazing things that you learn here today is the 4 ways, right? Because you're going to get this last way here that you're losing out on money by not investing in international real estate. And I want you to take this lesson with you that the other cultures and the other races and the other folks all know, and that is to not keep your eggs in one basket.